The XRP ecosystem is undergoing a dramatic shift, a transformation that could redefine its future trajectory. We're witnessing changes in ownership and distribution that are unlike anything we've seen before. As whales, large-scale investors, entities with significant capital, are accumulating XRP, scooping up vast quantities of the digital asset. This accumulation isn't just a minor adjustment, it's a strategic move that signals a deeper conviction in XRP's potential. At record levels, the buying pressure is intense, pushing trading volumes to unprecedented heights. This surge in activity underscores the growing interest and confidence in XRP among these major players. This isn't just a blip, a temporary fluctuation in the market. It's a fundamental change in how XRP is distributed, a reshaping of its ownership structure that could have lasting implications. The concentration of XRP in fewer hands is becoming increasingly apparent. On-chain data shows these major players, these influential entities that wield considerable power in the market, have been steadily increasing their holdings, consistently adding to their XRP portfolios over time. Their accumulation strategy is methodical and deliberate. Even during market volatility, they've continued to accumulate even when prices have dipped, demonstrating a strong belief in XRP's long-term prospects. Unlike retail traders who may be swayed by short-term market fluctuations, these are sophisticated entities, institutions with extensive resources and expertise, with long-term conviction, a strategic outlook that extends far beyond the immediate market conditions. Betting on XRP's future utility, its potential to revolutionize cross-border payments and other applications, and regulatory clarity. They are anticipating a more favorable regulatory environment for XRP in the future. Their quiet, persistent accumulation, this steady and unwavering buying activity, is reshaping XRP's ownership, altering the landscape of its distribution, and creating a more concentrated market, locking away more of the supply, reducing the available supply of XRP on exchanges and in circulation, in long-term wallets. These XRP holdings are being moved into secure offline storage, indicating a long-term investment strategy. This new structure, this shift in ownership and distribution, could set the stage, potentially paving the way for very different price behavior ahead. We might see more significant price swings and a greater influence from these large holders. When a few entities control a large share, when a significant portion of the XRP supply is concentrated in the hands of a select few, their moves can dramatically impact the market. Their buying and selling decisions can have a magnified effect on XRP's price. For now, their steady buying, this consistent and sustained accumulation of XRP, provides a strong price floor, creating a level of support that prevents XRP's price from falling too low, and signals confidence in XRP's future. This accumulation is a vote of confidence in the long-term viability and potential of XRP. The market is watching closely, with analysts and traders carefully monitoring these developments as this strategic hoarding, this deliberate and calculated accumulation of XRP, hints at expectations of a major catalyst, suggesting that these whales are anticipating a significant event or development that will drive XRP's price higher on the horizon. They believe that something big is coming for XRP. As of July 2025, with the market data reflecting the current state of affairs, the belief among these whales is clear. Their conviction is unwavering. XRP is undervalued. Its current price does not reflect its true potential and intrinsic value, and the real action is yet to come. The best is yet to come for XRP, and these whales are positioning themselves to capitalize on it. Whale accumulation is squeezing XRP's available supply, creating a scenario where the amount of XRP readily available on exchanges is diminishing. This gradual reduction in supply can have significant implications for market dynamics, creating a classic supply squeeze. This means that the demand for XRP could potentially outstrip the available supply, leading to upward pressure on the price. As whales move XRP from exchanges to private wallets, they are effectively taking those coins out of circulation, further tightening the available supply. Fewer coins are available for retail buyers. This scarcity can create a sense of urgency among smaller investors, potentially driving up demand even further. This shrinking pool of available XRP means even modest new demand can trigger sharp price moves. The reduced liquidity amplifies the impact of buy orders, leading to increased price volatility. When supply is tight, the market becomes more sensitive to external factors. Positive news or a surge in interest can have a disproportionately large impact on the price. Can send prices soaring as buyers compete for limited tokens. This competitive bidding can create a feedback loop, driving prices even higher as investors fear missing out. Whales, having accumulated early, are in a prime position to capitalize on these market dynamics, are positioned to benefit most from any explosive rally, potentially realizing significant gains on their holdings. This dynamic also boosts market confidence, as the concentration of XRP in strong hands signals a long-term bullish outlook. Knowing strong hands hold most XRP can reduce panic selling, as investors are less likely to be swayed by short-term market fluctuations. The result is a market primed for volatility, with the potential for significant price swings in either direction, waiting for the right catalyst to ignite a move, whether it be positive regulatory news, a major partnership announcement, or increased institutional adoption. The combination of tight supply and whale conviction creates a powerful force in the XRP market, creates a coiled spring effect where pent-up energy is waiting to be released. When the trigger comes, the market could react swiftly. The price reaction could be swift and dramatic, potentially leading to substantial gains for those who are positioned correctly. The market is on edge, with traders and investors closely monitoring the situation, anticipating when this stored energy will be unleashed and what the magnitude of the resulting price movement will be. Technically, XRP is at a crossroads in mid-2025, consolidating in a tight range. The price forms a symmetrical triangle, typically a precursor to a major breakout or breakdown. The main obstacle, a stubborn resistance zone that's capped every rally for years. Breaking this wall will require a powerful catalyst and significant buying pressure. Technical indicators like RSI remain neutral, suggesting room for a big move either way. Traders are watching for a golden cross of moving averages, a classic bullish signal. A breakout above the triangle and resistance could launch a new bullish phase. Conversely, a breakdown would invalidate the bullish case, risking a drop to lower levels. The market is tense, waiting for a decisive move to set the next trend. The direction will hinge on whether whale accumulation and new demand can overpower entrenched sellers. XRP's future hinges on several major catalysts. The most anticipated potential approval of an XRP spot ETF following Bitcoin's ETF success. An ETF would open the floodgates for institutional and retail capital. Major partnerships and real-world adoption, especially Ripple's ODL service, could validate XRP's utility. Regulatory clarity is crucial. A final SEC settlement or legislative action could remove the biggest overhang. As crypto infrastructure matures, XRP stands to benefit from easier institutional access. The convergence of an ETF, a landmark partnership, and regulatory greenlight could transform XRP's market profile. These catalysts could shift XRP from a speculative asset to an institutional favorite. For XRP to reach new highs, a sequence of bullish events must unfold. It starts with a technical breakout above the long-term triangle, confirmed by strong volume. This would attract momentum traders and liquidate shorts, pushing price past key resistance. The next step, a major catalyst like ETF approval, driving sustained capital inflows. Tight supply from whale accumulation would amplify the rally, overwhelming sell orders. Media coverage and retail FOMO would fuel further gains, creating a positive feedback loop. Technical targets could then shift to multi-dollar levels, with analysts projecting new highs. The ultimate rally depends on technical, fundamental, and sentiment factors aligning. If all elements converge, XRP could enter a new era of price discovery and institutional legitimacy. The stage is set, but execution depends on catalysts materializing in 2025. Despite bullish signals, XRP faces serious risks. The biggest hurdle is the entrenched resistance zone. Without a strong catalyst, another rejection is possible. Regulatory uncertainty lingers. A negative SEC ruling or ETF denial could crush sentiment. XRP's fate is also tied to the broader crypto market. If Bitcoin tanks, XRP likely follows. Whale accumulation, while bullish now, could turn bearish if large holders sell en masse. Overbought conditions after a rapid rally could trigger sharp corrections. Success requires not just catalysts, but a resilient market able to absorb volatility. The path to new highs is anything but guaranteed. The next 6 months, July to year-end 2025, are pivotal for XRP. The first key event resolution of the current price consolidation, with a breakout or breakdown expected soon. ETF news is on the horizon. Any SEC update or asset manager announcement could move markets. Legal clarity is also in focus, as the final stages of the SEC case are expected to conclude this year. A favorable judgment would remove the biggest cloud over XRP. Ripple's annual Swell conference could bring major partnership news or new use cases. The convergence of a breakout, ETF progress, legal clarity, and a big partnership could be transformative. Investors should watch these events closely. They'll define XRP's trajectory. The coming months could mark a turning point for the asset. XRP's future hangs precariously in the balance, a delicate equilibrium teetering between potential triumph and significant setbacks. The market watches with bated breath, analyzing every tick and tremor. It's a tug-of-war between powerful bullish forces, fueled by optimism and innovation, and very real downside risks that could quickly deflate the enthusiasm. Investor sentiment is divided, creating an atmosphere of both excitement and anxiety. Ultimately, success hinges on whale-driven breakouts, those massive buy orders that can ignite a rally and shift market momentum. These large players hold considerable sway, and their actions are closely scrutinized. Institutional catalysts, such as the approval of a long-awaited XRP ETF, could open the floodgates to new capital and mainstream adoption. The market eagerly anticipates this potential game-changer, and of course, regulatory clarity is paramount. A clear and consistent legal framework would provide much-needed stability and confidence to the market, encouraging further investment. If these factors align harmoniously, creating a perfect storm of positive developments, XRP has the potential to retest its old highs, revisiting levels not seen in years and sparking renewed excitement among investors. This could usher in a new phase of sustained, institutional-driven growth, solidifying XRP's position in the digital asset landscape. The long-term implications are significant. However, failure remains a distinct possibility if these crucial catalysts don't materialize as expected, leaving investors disappointed and the market stagnant. ETF delays, prolonged uncertainty, and missed deadlines could dampen enthusiasm and push investors to seek opportunities elsewhere. Negative legal outcomes, unfavorable rulings, or increased regulatory scrutiny could trigger a sell-off and undermine confidence in XRP's long-term viability. Furthermore, a broader crypto market downturn, driven by macroeconomic factors or unforeseen events, could derail the rally, dragging XRP down with it. Even in the face of positive news and encouraging developments, a strong resistance wall, preventing further price appreciation or significant profit-taking by whales, could halt progress and trigger a period of consolidation. While the recent evidence of whale accumulation suggests a bullish outlook, indicating strong confidence among major players, ultimately, only the activation of external catalysts, those pivotal events that can unlock XRP's true potential, will determine its long-term trajectory. Therefore, investors should maintain a balanced perspective, carefully weighing the potential rewards against the inherent risks. It's crucial to recognize both the explosive upside potential, the possibility of significant gains, and the very real downside risks, the potential for substantial losses, before making any investment decisions. The next few months will be critical, revealing whether the whale's conviction, their massive accumulation of XRP, was a smart bet based on sound analysis or a costly gamble driven by speculation. XRP's story is far from over. It's an ongoing narrative filled with twists and turns, and the ultimate outcome will be decided by what unfolds in the coming weeks and months, those pivotal moments that will shape its destiny. The stakes have never been higher, the potential rewards and risks more pronounced, as XRP navigates this critical juncture in its journey.